this song right here is gonna get a lot of views. Was just posted a few minutes ago, as you can see. Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. Today I'm gonna teach you and show you how to master your song in a professional way and yet in a very simple way. Now this is the song by PJN and Enoch Mbewe. This song right here is gonna get a lot of views. Was just posted a few minutes ago, as you can see. This is PJN Joshua Njovu, who has 76,000 subscribers. And we are talking about Enoch Mbewe, who has over 1 million views songs, and this is the song that I'm talking about, this one right here, Hill City. I had to make a beat, do instrumentation, record them, and also mix and master for them. So this is the song that I want to show you. Alright, how did I master this song in a professional way and yet in a very simple way? First thing, I was looking at radio play. Radio stations always prefer songs that have low end and a little bit of the highs. Whenever you're mastering your song, make sure, if you're mastering for radio, make sure that you don't overdo your mastering. The work is done during mixing, so I made sure that I cleaned up everything during mixing. I balanced the instrumental. Of course, this is an exported instrumental. The original instrumental was played in FL20. I balanced the instrumental, and then when it came to recording, I made sure that the microphone volume levels were at a place where I needed not to struggle. I made sure that the backers also did their best to sing, and also when it came to mixing, I made sure that I balanced everything properly, EQ'd everything. I made sure that as I was balancing and EQing or mixing, I was looking at mastering. What will mastering need? So I did most of, if we can put it in this way, mastering during mixing, so that mastering can be very simple. So you do your mastering during mixing so that your mastering can be simple. So let's go ahead and open up edit channel settings, and just like that, this is what I did. I just used a multi-band. Of course, for radio, I looked at other places where the song is gonna play, looking at these artists being known and their music is on radio stations. So I made sure that I follow that up. So I just used the low end and a little bit coming to the side of the mids, low mids, somewhere there. Yeah. So this took up a little bit of some space and entered into the low mids. Turned off all these, the low mids, the high mids, and all that. Then I came to the highs. I wanted it to come up just a little bit overall, just everything, bringing everything together, the instrument and the vocals to just be on the same level. So I wanted the instrumental to be on the same level with the vocals. And how did I do that? I just raised up the highs just a little bit, so that since the vocals have those Twitter type of effect, like the highs, so I wanted also the instrumental, the hats and the other elements of the instrumental to have that, the vocals to be on that same level with the rest of those other sharp instruments, and the vocals also to have that low frequency together with the bass to play on the same range with the bass, not really like fighting for space or room, but at the same range. At least the vocals should have that low end. And apart from that, I did make sure that I spread the vocals a little bit, of course not overspreading the vocals, giving them a little bit of that 20 dB stereo imaging. And that's what I did. I used stereo expander to just spread the vocals a little bit so that the reverb too can come out even more. Whenever you want your reverb to be heard more, mastering during mastering, add an imager or stereo enhancer or stereo expander. It's just gonna work. Now the instrumental had a kick, and I did not want some of those transients to really like be above the vocals, so I usually use a limiter, fab filter limiter, to chop off some of those other instruments that try to jump up a little bit. So I more like use this limiter. I look at the limiter as a compressor. I chop some of those so that the entire mix can be consistent and can be on the same level. As you can see, it's on 0.7 dB like this. Let me show you this. You see these other areas, parts where they are being chopped, so I didn't want these to be too high, so I wanted them to duck a little bit so that the whole mix and master can be consistent. And how I love to do that is just putting my attack on 275, my release on 400 milliseconds, and the rest just like that. And then I just like raise up the gain to a level where I feel like, okay, these are now working out. The more you raise your gain, the more they are going to be chopped. So I raised it to 0.7 dB so that I can just even those last parts and make them equal. So that's what I did with mastering. So simple but professional, so simple and yet professional. So I hope this video has helped you, and if this video has helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe.